Well, Austin's a little bit down from last month, but mortgage inquiries, which is always a leading indicator of what to expect, is actually way up. And we saw a slight rate drop earlier this week on Monday. Let's jump into all the closed statistics from November and talk about what the heck is going on in Austin real estate. What's going on, y'all? It's Mason Bleasdell, your Austin real estate agent, and each month I want to take into account the closed statistics. This is for the entire Austin metro, and just talk about it. What we saw in November, now that all of those closings have now been listed, what we're seeing as of some statistics for the last 7 days, and of course talk about my thoughts on my listings, what's going on, as well as some news recently in the mortgage world that's starting to ripple into the real estate market. So let's jump right in. Again, these are closed statistics from the entire Austin metro, and they are looking back on November, the entire month of November, which is indicative of closings 30 to 60 days prior to that. Now, typically this time of year, we see things taper off a little bit. There is a reason why. It is December now, and my investors are buying. Typically, the best deals come at this time of year. We have the least to choose from, but because of that, we get the best deals. Anyhow, as kind of expected, we saw a fair November. We're still up from where we were last year, which I'll talk about more in a minute, but jumping straight into it, November 2024, 2,453 homes closed. That volume is down a little bit from the months prior. Average sales price at $543,000, a little bit down from October. Average percent list price sales price ratio remained the same. Average house selling at 97% of its list price. Average price per square foot also down a little bit larger than I would have guessed from October at $249 a foot. Average days on market also up just a couple at 75. I think it's also important, since we're looking at the entire Austin metro, to check out the medians. The median sales price for November 2024 came out to $421,400. That's only a hair lower than October. Median percent list price sales price at 98%, relatively the same. Median price per square foot at $211. That is down a little bit from October, and the median days on market is also a little bit up compared to that last month. What does all of this really mean? Not too much. I think there's a little bit of seasonality here, and I'm going to jump into 2023's numbers just to, give a reference point, take that seasonality of the market out of it. And we are actually fairly strong compared to last year. So looking at 2023 November closings, that volume was 2,360 homes that sold. So a little bit down rather from where we are. Average sales price at $526,000, a little bit down from where we are. Percent list price sales price basically the same as where we are now. Average days on market is a little bit lower than where we are. Median list price was $412,000. Median percent list price sales price the same we are now. And the median days on market is also a little bit lower. Based on this, we can kind of tell the market's fairly stable right now, which is relatively a good thing. Obviously, this is a little bit slower of a time of year for a whole bunch of reasons, but I want to next transition into some current stats from the last 7 days, as well as some mortgage news that is interesting. I think it's going to lead into a peculiar spring. So firstly, last 7 days, this is the entire Austin MLS as of the time of recording this video, 734 new listings. That's pretty substantially down from October, but again, that's typical of this time of year. We are filming this in the second week of December. Also, during that same amount of time, 828 homes went pending. That's actually pretty far up from October. That's what I want to talk about in a minute. Price drops a little bit more than that same second week in November. That's a little bit more normal for what we're seeing. The pending number, though, is pretty interesting. So last week, we saw mortgage rates drop down around that 6.5 mark for a 20% down typical conventional loan. All of the mortgage lenders that I speak with say that applications are up, which means people are inquiring about mortgages, the first step to then go shopping for a home. Despite all the craziness going on in the world, I think we're going to see some positive things coming soon. And we're starting to see the trickle down of that already, given how high that pending number is. That pending number is pretty substantially higher than normal, at least for this time of year. So we shall see. Now, if you are curious about what this means for you, your situation, whether you're looking to sell, maybe you're looking to buy in Austin, maybe you're looking to invest, maybe you're one of those who sees the opportunity in December and recognizes that it might be a good time to pick up that investment for yourself, reach out. I love talking about what specifically this means for you. Every single zip code is dramatically different. I can show you the stats for it. I love talking about this stuff. Reach out to me personally anytime. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all next time.